So how do you get through to them when they deactivate and shut down? How do you get through to a severe avoidant? Well, here's the problem. You can't. You don't. This person has taken their emotions, their feelings for you, their empathy, any kind of affection. They've taken those feelings and they've buried them deep. They're not allowing themselves to access their feelings for you. They're not allowing themselves to access empathy. And they're not self-reflecting on their behavior because they're deactivated. What they do is they avoid emotional stress. They avoid emotional pain. They avoid emotions that they don't want to feel. They avoid things that they fear. That's why they're called avoidant. The avoidant has suppressed their emotions and they're not self-reflecting on themselves. So how do you get through to somebody who is not self-reflecting? Somebody who's put the brick walls up? You might as well be talking to a wall, because no matter how you phrase things, no matter how well you word them, this person is not going to be receptive, because when they're deactivated, they are not interested in any feedback. They're only thinking of themselves, their own immediate fears, their own immediate emotions. They're not considering you. They're not considering how this impacts you. And they're certainly not interested in self-reflecting when they're in this moment. Avoidants deactivate when something triggers their avoidant fears, meaning fear of intimacy, fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, fear of engulfment. When a relationship is progressing well, this can actually be the trigger of the fears, because the avoidant fears that once you get to know the real them, if you get behind the castle wall that they built around their heart, you're going to figure out that the avoidant is in fact an unlovable person, and you're going to reject and abandon them. So the way they learn to protect themselves is to shut down, deactivate, remove their feelings from the equation. That's why when they're in deactivation mode, it's like you're dealing with an entirely different person. It's like you don't even know this person. So the way to get through to them is by not trying at all, because there are no words that you can possibly say that will have an effect on this person when they're deactivated. Only your absence can have an impact on them, meaning remove yourself from the situation. If they've shut down and they've discarded you, go no contact. Initially, during the period of no contact, when as it starts, the avoidant is going to feel a sense of relief, meaning they're not feeling pressure from you to be anything or to be emotionally available in a relationship. They will feel free. But as time goes on and they see that you are not pursuing them, that you are not trying to beg them to come back, you're not pressuring them, they take that wall down and they start allowing themselves to access their feelings for you again. And that's when they can have a profound sense of regret and they can try to come back. When this person is reactivated and tries to come back, that's the time that you can actually have a conversation with them about what they did, about their behavior, about their attachment, and possibly even get them to self-reflect in that moment. There's no guarantees. They would have to want it. They would have to want the change and be open enough to self-reflect on what they did. But when they are reactivated, that is the only time where your feedback might actually be received. Otherwise, you really might as well argue with the wall. The wall might even be more understanding than the avoidant.